A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Tuesday, July 27th. The CNS Wholesale Grocers Distribution Center in the town of Newburgh is shutting down, resulting in 304 employees being laid off. The warehouse at 1500 Corporate Boulevard will be closing as a result of a decision by one of their larger customers to move to a self-distribution model. Orange County Partnership President Maureen Hallahan expects the laid-off workers will have little problem finding new jobs.
The good news is that there's so many available openings out there that those people will be absorbed quickly. I know Orange Works is already working with the people in that building.
Layoffs are expected to occur during the 14-day period starting on October 2nd. The employees are not represented by a union. The warehouse was a dry goods facility. CNS also operates a refrigerated warehouse in Chester. A Montgomery husband and wife pled guilty before Orange County Judge William DeProspo yesterday in connection with a large drug trafficking scheme that operated in part out of their Montgomery home. 66-year-old Marius Schwerberg and 44-year-old Nancy Schwerberg are expected to be sentenced in October. The husband pled guilty to attempted operating as a major trafficker and faces 5 years in prison and 2 years of post-release supervision. The wife pled guilty to criminal possession of a controlled substance and faces 6 months in the Orange County Jail, concurrent with 5 years of probation. During the investigation between New Jersey and New York State Police and the Orange County District Attorney's Office, $1.1 million was found hidden in their home, says DA David Hoovler.
The money was buried in the walls of the house, in the ottoman, in the floor. It was hidden pretty well inside of the house. They had run a clandestine drug operation for several years out of a sleepy, nice little residential area of Montgomery where nobody even noticed what was happening.
Hoovler said the money recovered represents the largest amount of cash recovered in Orange County history during execution of a drug search warrant. Jason Pompey of Michigan lost his battle to cancer at age 42 on January 31st of this year, and since he was an avid long-distance bike rider, it seemed only fitting for his widow, 43-year-old Erica, to pick up his mantle and ride the 558 miles from Staten Island to Niagara Falls in the Empire State Ride. To date, the 225 cyclists have raised over $1.4 million for the Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center in Buffalo. The bikers rolled into the Hudson Valley Sunday night and headed north on Monday. Erica Pompey's motivation to complete the statewide ride is coming from her late husband.
I've been wearing his wedding ring around my neck and using his feet, and I even brought his ashes so I could put him in certain places where I think he would love.
The cyclists are pedaling through the Hudson Valley to Albany, Utica, Syracuse, Rochester, and end at Niagara Falls on Saturday. Ulster County has commenced community solar subscriptions for several county-owned electricity accounts. 2 local community solar projects developed by East Light Partners PBC will generate utility credits for 4 county-owned properties and save taxpayers close to $30,000 a year. ELP Meyer Solar is a 2-megawatt community solar project on vacant industrial land in the town of Saugerties. ELP Unionvale Solar is a 2-megawatt community solar project on Unionvale Town landfill. The phones at the Sullivan County 911 Center rang off the wall on Monday morning as residents reported smelling and seeing smoke blanketing the area. It wasn't a summer haze, but rather smoke from the Canadian forest fires, says County spokesman Dan Hoost. It was a fairly thick smoke condition, he said. By late afternoon, it was dissipating. Police have released the identity of a man who drowned in the Neversink River on Saturday afternoon as 46-year-old Renee Flores of Fallsburg. Initial investigation revealed that Flores jumped from a rock ledge into the river and began to struggle to swim. He was able to make it to a rock, but unable to pull himself up due to the steepness of the rock and the current. A 4-year-old child who was in a vehicle that was involved in a two-car crash on Route 32 in the town of Cornwall on July 17th has died. State police say Journey Dortch of the town of Woodbury succumbed to her injuries. The child was one of 9 people in a Dodge SUV. The driver of the other vehicle, 38-year-old Helen Rivera of the city of Newburgh, was pronounced dead at the scene. Stay updated with local news all day online at MidHudsonNews.com. I'm Hank Gross.